Good day to all. Brought to repair another miracle of audio industry. Car amplifier SUPRA SBD-A2135 with a maximum power of 2 channels of 135 watts. And I bet that not 2 channels of 135 watts and the total power of the amplifier is 135 watts. That is 67.5 watts per channel. The failure was standard for car amplifiers. One pair of output transistors burned out, and I didn't even make a repair video, but this amp is interesting because look at the number of transistors. 17 small transistors in each channel, and all because the output is not a bipolar pair as it usually happens, but N-channel MOSFETs. This is what the amplifier circuit looks like. Filters, voltage converter, and the board of the terminal amplifier, in which bipolar transistors are friendly neighbors with field effect transistors. I replaced the burned pair with transistors with similar parameters, and now the amplifier works perfectly. I expected that an amplifier with field effect transistors would sound very good, but the effect was the opposite. I frankly did not like it. There is absolutely no detail in it, the sound is very blurred, the treble is muffled. Looking at such an abundance of transistors, it would seem that everything should be good, but in fact it is not. Super frankly disappointed me. Now, let's connect it to a computer sound card and see if the unbiased opinion of the soulless hardware coincides with mine. And let's check how much power this little MOSFET baby can deliver. First, let's measure one channel with a 4 ohm load. Let's look at the lower RMS value. I add volume and see that the sinusoid starts to distort when the output is 16 volts. Convert to watts and we get 64 watts of pure signal. At the beginning of the video we counted 67.5 watts and it is very similar to the truth but not 135. Now I twist the resistor and shoot the bridge. According to the manufacturer it should be 240 watts clean at 4 ohms or 450 crazy clipping watts. Frankly I highly doubt that. We can see that already at 22 volts RMS, the sine cuts off sharply. But this is not the problem of the amplifier, but of my power supply, as it can only deliver 20 amps. So it's all down to the power supply. And with such a poor power supply, the Super delivers about 120 watts. And by simple calculations, we can come to the conclusion that there can be no 240 pure long-term watts here. Since the efficiency of the amplifier is about 60%, the power supply gives out 280 watts. We take 120 watts from the amplifier. So under ideal conditions, when the amplifier is powered at 14.4 volts, it can be supplied with a maximum of 360 watts, after which the 25 amp fuse will blow. Minus the efficiency, the output of the amplifier is 180-200 watts net and no more. As it often happens, the manufacturer deceives us. Good luck to all.